This video is the analysis of a paper about trace fossils by Ben Brock, Ryan Eade, and Jake Eberth. The specific trace fossil that we are analyzing is the trace fossil of the leafcutter bee, Megachile Rotundata. The trace fossil was found in the middle of the Eocene of Argentina, which suggests this is the first evidence of a fossil of the Megachile located in the southern hemisphere. The Megachile is comprised of many extant species worldwide. It is a very efficient pollinator because it is very inefficient at gathering pollen, so it has to make many trips back and forth to get enough. Nest building is a perfected activity seen by the Megachile, where leaf and petal fragments are utilized in construction and cut to precision. This makes the pattern on the leaves very recognizable, which allows us to locate whether it was a Megachile rotundata or not. So this brings us to the main article question. Are the leaf margin excisions from the modern leafcutter bees, Megachile rotundata, comparable and similar to trace fossils from the Middle Eocene of Argentina? On the bottom left, you can see a picture of the leafcutter bee cutting the leaf. This is what we are looking for in the trace fossils, and it makes it very recognizable.
This slide is talking about the analyzed data. Leaves found in a nest of the extant Megachile rotundata were analyzed to test its shape, so that it could be compared to similar fossil excisions from the Middle Eocene of Argentina. The fossil's eccentricity values of the leaf margins and holes are 0.35 to 0.65 with a 270-degree arc, with tissue among the margin. This was the criteria utilized for the verification of a relationship. This slide is talking about the method. Circular leaves from the nest were removed utilizing forceps, as seen in the attached image. These were then mounted on paper and scanned to obtain an image that can be recognized by digital software. This is an important step as the data being accessible digitally ensures the highest accuracy, as human sight is not sufficient enough. Analyses of the trace fossil and 100 leaves were undertaken utilizing CorelDRAW. CorelDRAW is a program used to enhance graphics. An ellipse was traced over the top of the leaves to gain scale for maximum and minimum axes. An average value for the minimum and maximum axes was obtained for the fossils from the site, and also other documented trace fossils from scientific literature to provide as much information as possible to increase the accuracy further. Basic geometry and mathematics was utilized to test the eccentricity of the leaves' leaf margins and holes, which were then compared to the trace fossils' leaf margin and hole eccentricities. Errors in the measurements were also accounted for by finding an error factor from the experiment.
The data found by this study seems to prove that these trace fossils are the result of nesting activity of a leafcutter bee. The main reason for this conclusion is the eccentricity values. More than 60% of these values fall between 0.35 and 0.63, which is very close to the accepted range for Phygophyticnus pseudocercus of 0.35 to 0.65. These values show that the discs found in the trace fossil are more like an ellipse than a circle. Eccentricity values between 0 and 1 prove an ellipse, while if they were equal to 0, it would be a circle, or above 1, it would be some other shape like a parabola or a line. So because of how close these found values were to the previously accepted ones, it's with a high degree of confidence that we can say that the trace fossil found is the result of nesting activity of the leafcutter bee. In conclusion, we feel that the data being collected was found in an accurate way, and enough data was found to be able to make a significant conclusion. The way the data was analyzed was very successful at proving the hypothesis of the researchers. Also, we feel it was a good idea to use eccentricity values as evidence because numerical findings are much more convincing to an audience than qualitative findings are. We found it very interesting how researchers could be able to tell what animal made what trace fossil just by the shape of the leaf that was cut. Overall, this study was very successful in proving that this trace fossil in question is in fact the work of a leafcutter bee. Thank you.